Welcome to this web dev quickie session, and today is going to be all about how to select a random row from Supabase. And this might sound ridiculously easy and intuitive, but in fact it isn't. So there's no such function like .random or .order by random, simply because the underlying library, PostgREST, which acts like a REST service for the PostgREST database within Supabase, isn't supporting it. And I tried to open up a pull request for that, but then I noticed that PostgREST is written in Haskell, and I don't know shit about Haskell, so that wasn't an option. Now, there's still a very simple solution, and I want to show you how that works. So within here on the left side, you see that I have an HTML file with a button and this nothing to see here element, and when that button is being clicked, it just stringifies an object foobar and writes it into that element. Now, on the right side, we have our Supabase instance with a users table, and it contains a few names with prename and last name. Now, the first thing we want to do before selecting a random row is selecting the first row. So we use our Supabase client here, and then we say from the users table, we want to select the prename and the last name. And also we just want one result. And since we want only one result, we call single for it to not return an array. And then we get the payload from Supabase. And within that payload, there's gonna be the row in payload.data. Then we can write that to the element, and let's see if that works. I click the button, and the first entry of the users table is shown. Now, how can we get a random entry though? There is something that's called views in relational databases. And views, in simple words, are basically just dynamically computed tables based on other tables. You can create a new view by writing create view and then the name, so we'll use random users. And then you write as, and then comes the query that makes up that table. So select all from users table, and then order by random function such that it gets random ordering. When we run that and then switch to the table editor, we will see a new section, all views, which contains our newly created view random users. Now it might be confusing that this is still being ordered, but that's only a representational issue because within the Supabase frontend, it automatically adds sort by ID. So if you remove that, you see the actual ordering, and that is random every time you refresh it. So now you have that view, and since that view acts like a table, you can just use it as a table. So instead of from users, you call from random users, then you save that, make a request, and you'll get a random user every time you click it. Cool, right? And that's basically it. Have fun.